Hey guys, my name is Sasha and I'm happy to announce that starting from today I'm starting a new video series called Straight People Ask. Essentially it's going to be questions that straight people have asked me personally or me and straight people had a debate about. And today's video will be very personal because this is a conversation I seem to have a lot with my mom, and it is one of the biggest reasons why people go out and protest against gay pride and call them straight out gay propaganda. So, straight people ask, can you become gay? By the way, if you think that these series are interesting and are a good idea, let me know by smashing the like button. It supports the channel. Thank you very much. At first, when I started making this video, I wanted to approach it from a scientific standpoint. However, the information is really incomplete. There are so many studies that all scream different things, depending on the country's ideology, by the way, if I'm being honest with you. And it is honestly not my strongest way of discussing things. I know nothing about science, not pretending like I do. So I decided to include my personal experiences of people that I know, primarily my close friends, to help you understand how it is, because I do believe it is the best way to understand. You know, studies are good, but I'm a gay person. I'm standing or sitting right here in front of you. So let me tell you how it was for me. As some of you might know, I went on a very long journey of figuring myself out. I was in a very much straight, saturated environment. I didn't have any gay friends or acquaintances, or generally I've never met physically any people that I knew were gay. However, I have always felt this attraction to guys. I remember the first time I had feelings for a guy was when I was around 10 to 11 years old. It was one of my classmates. We hanged out a lot, and with time I've realized that my feelings for him are slightly different to what I would feel to some of my other friends. I wanted to get close to him physically, hold his hand, hug him. A year or two down the line, I came across gay porn, and I know it's a huge transition right here, but I came across gay porn and I realized, okay, I'm not crazy, boys can do it with boys, although it seems pretty painful. And so I started to explore the topic more, both visually, if you know what I mean, and by reading. From reading, I've realized that being gay is caused partially by genetic as well as environmental factors. Genetic usually involves people being born gay due to genetics, kind of self-explanatory, but other people are more complicated. There's a great tool that has proven to be successful and to work called the Kinsey scale. It measures you from 1 to 6 on how homosexual you are, 1 being complete straight boy and 6 being a complete homo. What's interesting is that the majority of population falls under grades 2 till 5. What it means is most people are a gradient of bisexual rather than straight or gay. Part of Kinsey reports state that 46% of male subjects reacted, that's why I'm not a fan of science, God knows what that means, sexually towards both sexes, and 37% of male subjects had a sexual encounter with a person of the same sex. And I really wanted to pinpoint that these are the people who actually shared that information. A lot of other people would probably either not want to disclose it to save their reputation, or they had personal interest in the outcomes of these studies, so they lied. A lot of the times when I speak to my mom, I hear her say something along the lines of, I've heard of gay people who thought they were gay and then they realized that they're straight and that they want a family and everything was fine with them. I think some of us have also heard of some of the gay people who went through a sex therapy that claimed it can pray or talk the gay away. Now in all developed countries, psychiatrists have discredited all these therapies that claim that they can talk or pray the gay away. And very often during conversations, my mom was very tricky, and so to add some validity to what she would say before, she'd also say, oh, there are some straight people who realized that they were gay, and so they abandoned their wife or husband together with kids to go and date their same-sex partners. So it can happen the other way around when people thought they were gay and then turned straight. So everything is ahead of you, you'll see. By that, of course, she meant that I'll turn straight and everything will be great. Well, I've never met gay people who realized that they were straight later on. However, I have met bisexuals who used to date guys but then went on to date girls because they realized they wanted a more traditional family, and really it's a lot easier to date a girl, if I'm honest with you, when you're bisexual. But those people were bisexuals, not gays. So what about the other way around? Well, I'm sure there were a few numbered cases where a person was straight and then something clicked in them and they realized they were gay. However, I feel like most of the time what's happening is because our society is so heteronormative, meaning that the vast majority of people living in it are heterosexuals, or straight people as we call them, and this ideology is taught to kids in school, and so the gay side of the person is always very much suppressed. Regardless of whether you're gay or straight, regardless of whether you like boys or girls, you are taught that the relationships can only be between boys and girls. And that's it. And so as a result, it takes a very long time for people to realize that they are attracted to guys in the first place, because they didn't even know that that was possible. And usually it's not people seeing or listening to gay propaganda. Usually it's the case of them feeling something is wrong and then them trying to find an answer for it. It was certainly the case with me and with many of my other friends. That is why here in the UK, from next year, they actually wanted to teach kids a subject of relationships, subtopic of which would be gay relationships. And you know how slow educational system is in transforming, so if they are introducing it, there must be something important in it. And I feel like most Brits understand that it is important, because even though there have been a few protests against this, they were mostly led by Muslim people because it is not part of their religion. They do not believe that being gay is good, and they feel like we are trying to impose our values on them. But you don't see British people coming out and trying to prevent the introduction of this subject from happening. So, the video went on for quite a while. Sorry about that. But I think if you ask me a question, can you become gay? I would say no. No, you can't. Whether you are born gay, well, it depends on the circumstances. Some people are, some people aren't. But you can't become gay. Sure enough, you can sleep with a man, but if you feel disgust towards that, and if you're not attracted to a man, you're not gay. It's as simple as that. So you can sleep with a man all you want. You can't become gay. Being gay is feeling attraction towards a gay man, not just having sex with them. And I feel like this is why it's so complicated to explain to straight people sometimes, because it is feelings, it is subjective, and it is something a lot of people will not be able to understand. And I feel like it is why girls tend to resonate with gay men a lot better than guys, simply because they know what it feels like to like a man. And so they just, in their head, they think, oh, you like a man, well, just like I do. So nothing really extraordinary here about it. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. A lot of important issues were brought up in this video. I really want you to go and process this video. On my side, I hope this video was useful and informative. If it was, definitely give it a like. It really supports the channel. And subscribe to my channel. Click the big red button down below, because I do make videos every single weekend for my gay and now apparently straight community. Join us on YouTube and on Instagram. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.